Hey guys, I am here to do a review on a concealer that I just received in the mail. It is a concealer from Michelle Phan's new cosmetic line called M Cosmetics, and so I ended up purchasing this concealer when she had a coupon code for 40% off your entire purchase. So I was like, oh well, why not? Let me just order a couple of things that I could try out that I've been wanting to try out from her new cosmetic line. So her concealer actually comes in a box like this right here, and on her website it retails for $19. So on her website she claims that her concealer is highly pigmented yet surprisingly lightweight, so it blends easily and it does not cake throughout the day. So it is a long wear concealer. So I ended up purchasing the color in light warm. As you can tell, it's on the top of this box right here. And so the concealer comes in several different shades. It actually comes in 8 different shades just to match your complexion for whatever you want to do with it. I ended up purchasing mine in a lighter color because I wanted it to be an under eye concealer rather than having it be a concealer to cover up my blemishes or any sort of dark spots on my face. But you know, this is meant to be a concealer for your under eyes or as well as blemishes, so just when you order it on her website, make sure you order the right color. And it's kind of nice because she gives you a variety of colors for people with fair skin tones, darker, deeper skin tones, and like medium skin tones like mine. And she also provides concealer colors for those who have kind of a yellowish golden undertone, a cool undertone, or kind of more like a deep dark undertone as well. So with this concealer, once you take it out of the box, it is actually going to be in a squeezy tube like this. And for those who can't seem to find where the name of the shade or the color you ordered it in, it's actually going to be on the back of this tube right here. So when you don't have your box anymore, this is where you can locate it. So it is in a squeezy type plastic tube, and when you open it up, you can tell it is in a doe foot shape. That's where the applicator tip is. It's just a regular plastic doe foot shape, and as you can see, the concealer is going to be a very thick texture that comes out just like that. So let me just put it on to the back of my hand right now, and as you can see on the back of my hand, I have a mole right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and, you know, like dab it and just even try to cover it up. And see, look at how well it really covers up the mole. You can barely even see where that mole is anymore. And with the texture of this concealer, it's very thick. A little goes a long way. So if you're going to try and cover up any sort of blemish, really just use the bare amount, the minimum. You really don't need a lot, and it just feels really velvety. It feels so smooth, and it, you know, like Michelle Phan claims, it does blend very easily. So what I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to show you how this concealer applies under my eyes right now. So on my face, I don't have any sort of like face makeup on. I don't have any under eye concealer. I don't even have foundation on right now. All I did were my eyes and my eyebrows. I kind of left my lips naked. I just have a little bit of chapstick on my lips. So now I'm going to just show you how I apply it under my eyes. So I'm going to take a little bit of the concealer onto my ring finger. As you can see, I literally put just the tiniest amount, and now I'm going to just use the mirror right next to me to help me apply this concealer under my eyes. It's a little difficult using the viewfinder on my video camera to help me really make sure that I am blending everything in and make sure it's blending nice and neatly under my eyes. I don't really want to make a mess, so I'm going to just try my hardest, and I'm going to just blend, and blend away. As I'm blending this away, as you can tell that this is definitely lightening up the bottom of my eyes. I don't know if the sunlight is throwing it off, but it kind of looks like it's kind of throwing it off on the camera right now because this side of my face is clearly darker and this is where the sun is hitting my face. But if you can kind of see that it really just kind of like blends in seamlessly. It really doesn't take a lot to really blend it in. You can even use a beauty blender to help blend this concealer in. I personally just like using my ring finger because it is, you know, it just goes on very smoothly. So I just finished blending in this eye right here, and as you can see that, just don't mind the lighting, but as you can see, it just really makes a difference under, you know, this eye after you put on the concealer. And in comparison to this eye. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish up putting the concealer on this eye. So again, I'm going to just take a really small amount and I am just going to lightly and gently just start blending away. So I'm going to look into my mirror again and just keep blending away. And as you can see, it just blends in seamlessly. It really just kind of like goes in with your skin, and it doesn't even really look like you're wearing, you know, concealer under your eyes because of how well it blends. So looking at this, it just really, you know, it's a great product. I really do like it. So now that I have both of the concealer, both of my eyes actually concealed, it really makes a big difference. So what I'm going to do now is finish the rest of my makeup. I'm going to just finish the rest of my eye makeup. I feel really naked without any sort of bottom eye makeup, so I'm going to try and even that out. I'm going to put on some foundation because you can see I do have some red spots that I need to conceal, and some actual like dark spots from old acne scars that I need to conceal. So I will actually be right back. I am back with a full face of makeup on. I ended up finishing up my face with a little bit of foundation. I put on some lip gloss and lipstick, as well as finish the rest of my eye makeup. So overall with this concealer, I would say it is a great concealer. As you can tell with my full face of makeup on, it really does seem to cover up the dark circles under my eyes, as well as really brighten and awaken my eyes, so I look like I got, you know, a full 8 hours of sleep the night before. That is really what you want with a concealer. You want a concealer that's not going to create a crease throughout the day. You want it to blend really easily, and you don't want to feel like you're caking on so much concealer. And I feel like this is what the concealer gives you, like Michelle Phan's great cover-up concealer. This is what it does for you. And, you know, as you can see in the clips before, where I had the concealer on the back of my hand to cover up the mole, it really did a great job in covering that dark mole in the back of my hand, and imagine what it can do for the blemishes on your face. And you know, it really doesn't cake or anything. So like the concealer that I had used before actually receiving this concealer, I was using the NARS Creamy Concealer, the Creamy Radiant Concealer under my eyes. Like the problem with that is that it was such a thin, kind of like watery texture, where when I'd wear it throughout an 8-hour workday and I'd go to the bathroom to check my makeup up, check on my makeup, it would definitely just kind of like crease under my eyes, and like you can definitely see it like settle into my pores under my eyes, and really like, you know, it just like really didn't seem like to wear as well as this. And with the NARS Creamy Concealer, I've had to really like, you know, go back to the bathroom and like try to blend out my concealer with my ring finger again and like put powder over it. With this, I never had a problem with it. So it's, you know, for the $19 it's worth, I think it's a well spent $19 on a high-end concealer. So Michelle Phan did a really great job with this concealer. I'd highly recommend it to anyone who's looking to try a, you know, a makeup product from her new cosmetic line. So, you know, I really hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys soon.